YouTube, what's up guys? It's a bright, beautiful sunny day. We're gonna be doing two videos. We're working on the EPOXY exhaust. So it's a CatBack exhaust for my Toyota Celica GTS Tsunami Edition. That's what we're gonna be installing. We're gonna do first and foremost, I have the car. I wanna do comparisons. So we're gonna do the stock Tsunami exhaust, and then we'll do a couple flybys with it. And then that'll be one video. And then I'll do a how-to. So the first thing is gonna be a how-to video. And so we're gonna do that first, and then the next one's gonna be comparisons of stock exhaust versus the EPOXY exhaust, and then the last one will just be straight up EPOXY exhaust. First thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go get some exhaust clips of this, and you guys will see that on a video, the stock versus video, and then the next video, well, the video that you guys are gonna see first, this video, is going to be me installing it. So I'm gonna go grab those clips right now, and then we're gonna just go and jump in, and I'm gonna show you guys how to start removing it, but that'll be next videos, and then the final video will just be flypies, totally EPOXY sound. Okay, so we have the GTS backed up right here. We got the EPOXY exhaust over there, and then we got a carpet to lay down underneath here and start removing this underneath here. Let's get that original exhaust off. So there are some screws right there. So that does look like that's gonna be easy to remove, that OEM, this thing. It's warm because I just did those flybys, but let's go ahead and remove that right away. Okay, so I actually got this off. It's actually metal. It's metal, it's so dirty. Look at that. This is the faux exhaust tip. It's not plastic, it's like a thin aluminum, but there's a ton of dirt and junk in it. And then if you come over here and actually look, hold on guys. Yeah, if you actually look right here, this has never been cut. This is how it comes from factory. This right here, I'll clean it up, right? There's a bolt or a screw that holds it on top, a screw that holds it on the side, a screw that holds it on here, and then a screw that holds it up here. So there's actually 4 points of contact that hold this thing. And then down below is the OEM right here, this tiny little 2-inch, I think it's a 2-inch exhaust, to be honest. I think it's 2 inches, crazy small. So let's get down underneath there. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so there's a hanger there. And then there's a hanger right there. 1, 2. And then there's a hanger right there. Those 3 hangers. And then there's these exhausts, which I think are 14 millimeters. And there's 2. That's the only thing that's holding the exhaust up. So we're gonna use those 3. The exhaust is literally the stock as all my other ones. The only thing that's different is this exhaust tip. Everything else is the same. This one's really, no one's gonna sell this thing. If someone wants this, I'll sell it to them, but I'm gonna shine it up or clean it off a little bit before. It is dusty underneath here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these bolts first, and then we'll slide all those off, slide them off the hangers. All right, now that you have these 2 studs, or what are they, exhaust bolts that have springs on them. Once you do lefty-loosey on those, it'll come off right there, and then you guys can see now we have this separated. And what do we have? We have a Cadillac converter, and then a resonator into the OEM muffler, into another muffler. That's pretty much why it's so quiet. But let's try to wiggle this off now. This should be able to just fall down on. Okay, just like that. That is the exit right there. And here is the OEM Tsunami exhaust. Again, this is literally not, to me, you might think it is, but it's not special. I've seen so many GTS exhausts. This is a GTS exhaust, just without the tip right here. Literally the same one. Long canister, little thing here. And I think this is 2 inches right here. What a crazy thing. So I think this is 2.5, and then it exited into 2 inches. That's crazy. I should go get a ruler or a measuring tape. I think I have one. I'm gonna do it real quick. Check this out, 2 inches. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if you guys can see that, 2 inches. The whole thing is 2 inches on the exit. A little bit more than, I think a little bit more than 2 inches. No, it's like 2 inches, that's crazy. That is unbelievable. Wow, tiny. Okay, so we're gonna remove this, and then now we're gonna go get we already unboxed and did the unboxing, so let's just go grab the EPOXY and put it together. I'm gonna clean up my workspace. Okay, here is a EPOXY exhaust right there. I'm trying not to touch it with these hands. They're really dirty. But I'm gonna do it. I've never done this before, but I'm gonna mount, maybe I have, I don't remember. But I'm gonna mount the canister first, and then bolt up this part second. Inside of the instructions that you get this. So 4 bolts, and I don't know, no, 2 bolts and 2 nuts and washers. Huh. So I think they want me to use the OEM ones on here. So I guess I will be using the OEM ones. And then this exhaust gasket will go right here, but not with the OEM one. Wow, so the new exhaust is on there. Look how beautiful that piece is. It's perfect. It's like purple. It's like purple gunmetal. Perfect, it like matches this car. I can't wait till you guys see the lowering, the stag springs I got. I think I already showed you them, but they match the exact same color as this. It's like perfect. This whole car's coming together. Old, dank, but I used the OEM bolts with the springs. The exhaust bolts, I used the OEM, and then I went into this brand new majestical piece. What a gorgeous exhaust. Okay, now we're gonna get that the exhaust gasket and then do those new bolts, nuts and bolts, and it'll round out right here and then go up to that mount. So I'm gonna do that first. Let's do that. Yeah, this is sexy. Okay, so there's a lot of play here. I haven't bolted it up yet where those gold bolts are right there. I'm gonna start doing that, but I wanna make sure that it sits up properly, like right here. But I'm gonna cut some of this plastic because it's not, it's a 4-inch exhaust, and I'm gonna measure that thing over there, but I wonder what this size, but what the fudge does that look? Perfect. Oh, this is a good fit. Wow, that looks exciting. That is beautiful. I had to remove, I believe this is a tow hitch. I had to remove it to 14 millimeters to fit the canister. It was right up there. So you'll have to do that the same but look at that, that says epoxy right there. That's so sick. And then on top it says epoxy right there. I put some cleaner on this. I'm using my detail brush from my website. You can swing by, grab one of these. They're really affordable. I'm gonna get this because someone said, Mitch, you need to shine all this up. So that's what I'm gonna do, especially since we just installed that. And then I am gonna cut a little, I mean, it's not touching anywhere, to believe it or not. I'm gonna leave it. I don't think it'll melt. To be honest, look at that. I'm gonna leave it. It's not touching. I'm gonna leave it. If it melts, then oh well, but I don't think it's gonna melt. I don't know. Okay, maybe should I cut a little bit? All right, I'll cut a little bit. I'm gonna cut a little bit right here. I just don't want it to touch the epoxy exhaust and then I have to get that off of there. Wow, oh, I don't know. What should you guys, okay. I'm super indecisive. Do you think it'll touch or no? All right, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. If it touches and melts a little bit, I'll clean it off. But wow, that is a good fit, Mint. I cannot believe that fits like that. It's like it was made for it. So I'm gonna detail the rest of this and then clean it up, and then we'll go do some exhaust clips. I did mount the lower bolts right there. This is a beautiful exhaust. Okay, so there's this little lip right here that had weather seal on it, and I'm removing it, but I'm doing it with a serrated edge. You guys can see right there. See that right there? I'm gonna remove that because I have a feeling it's gonna touch, melt, and then look sloppy. And I don't wanna do that on a ultra rare bumper. So let's do that. Right now I'm gonna do it on both sides. This little lip, I'm just gonna remove it. I know it looks good, but I just don't want it to touch. I think I'm just more focused on this one, but I can't not do, you know, cause that looks really good right there. Ooh, I don't know. I just don't want it to touch and stick. Anyways, this one was already pretty much touching, so I've cut it. I'm gonna remove it and do a nice line, and then I'll do another nice line on this side, and it'll be perfect. All right, exhaust is on. It is beautiful. I really like it. I think I did a pretty good job. Really close, but not touching. It was touching. It's so close. I don't know. I hope it doesn't melt and stick to it. I've had that happen in the past, but I think that is a really aesthetic, clean fitment. I almost wish that the exhaust would have a little bit more poke, but it is beautiful. All right, so let's lower the car and then get a first start up. Okay, so here we go. First start up. We gotta get. Ooh, it smells. I like that smell. It's like that fresh burnt exhaust coming through. I don't know if you guys ever, it's very chemically, I gotta stay away from it. Yeah, I'm gonna, gosh, it's strong. We're gonna let it run for a little bit. So that's just the first sound on it. Exhaust mufflers take a little bit while to decompress, I guess, or decompose and break apart. They get louder after about the first 500 miles. But we're gonna let it warm up and then we're gonna go take it for some rips. But that is how you install. So, oh my gosh, that is how you install an aftermarket exhaust. In this case, an Apexi exhaust on a Celica GT or GTS. Very similar, pretty easy. I would say literally it's about 2 bolts, probably. That's about it, 2 to 4 bolts, it just depends. And then make sure you get the hangers off. When you get the hangers off, lube them up. I like WD-40 is a really good brand to get that, to have them slide off. PB Blaster, it's really strong, but you can use that. Also, you can use Armor All. If you put some Armor All in there, any kind of lubricant, oil, whatever it is, oil up the grommet so that that slips off of the exhaust. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe guys. This is for the how to install. The next video is going to be the exhausts compare each other. So you know, I'm gonna go run, I already actually ran it, but I'm gonna do the stock versus this exhaust, and then the last one will just be pure Apexi exhaust sound. So make sure to hit the like button for this, guys. Subscribe. The next videos that we're gonna be doing are gonna, after we do the runs with these, are fun, we'll be probably doing lowering springs. I might get rid of this large antenna. I want to also do tent, and I'm thinking about doing a TRD high style spoiler. What do you guys think? Should I do a TRD high style spoiler and then a carbon fiber mid blade? I think that'd be sick. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe guys. I'll see you on the next video.